Yeah. Hello and welcome. So today let's talk about this little combined effects pedal by Mooer, the Black Truck. The Black Truck, yeah, with the Black Truck you get a really compact unit with and compression built in, an overdrive compression model after the yellow comp by Mooer, the overdrive model after the legendary green pedal, you know, and it's called Green Mild by Mooer. So it's modeled after this, and yes, you get a high gain amp channel like channel or whatever, modeled especially for the Black Truck. Then you got an EQ, which you can pre or post set up, which means post the gain section or pre the gain section. So you can either shape your sound which goes into the gain channel, or you can use the EQ to push, for example for solos, push your gain sound, or in another way you can shape your gain sound at all. Then you got a loop which works as an effect loop, which is switchable on the pedal board but not save able or program able within the preset mode. So it's either on or off, or you switch it manually during your preset, within your preset. So the loop works with pedals, the loop works with a preamp, so you could hook up the Black Truck with a 4-cable method to an amp. Yeah, then the return of the loop goes back into the mod block. The mod block contains a phaser, a tremolo and a flanger pedal. It's all selectable, but you have to make your decision what you want, because this is not programmable. Decide phaser, tremolo or flanger, what you need most and with which effect you can achieve the most. So yeah, that's how it is. And at last but not least, you get a delay and a reverb. So that's the space section, which is the last section before the output. And the delay is a digital delay as well as the reverb is a digital reverb. For the reverb you only have a decay and a mix level. For the delay you have a mix, a feedback and time, feedback, and level. Level is the how much or how many how much you hear of the delay effect. The feedback is how often the signal is repeated, and the time is the time. So the delay, the tremolo, phaser, flanger, whatever, the mod block and the delay are tap tempo units, so you can tap in the right tempo for the song you are playing at the moment. And you can select the tap tempo only to be on the mod block or only to be on the tremolo block as well. So, and last but not least, I had last but not least right now, but we have a tuner built in as well. And yeah, it works. That's cool. It's okay. So you have two stereo, two outputs. One is the left is for mono, and if you hook up a second cable to the right channel output, you get a real stereo effect. And there's a phone output as well for your headphones, or if you want to run this output directly to the PA console, whatever. And this one has a little knob so you can adjust the volume of the headphone output, and the headphone output is compensated, so it's a kind of speaker simulation on it. It works for home playing headphone at night, okay, but it does not sound as good as it could. So Mooer wants you to buy more pedals. In this case, maybe they want you to buy the Mooer radar, which is an impulse loader speaker simulation, which is, I think, good. Never tried it. I have the AMT Pangaea, little helper on this board, as you can see here. Yeah. And which came out, I think, 1 or 2 years before Mooer introduced the radar. So I got the AMT pedal, or the AMT box. Yeah, the signal chain is, in this case, guitar, this Man JP6 original from 2006, into the input of the Black Truck, which is lying here, and you can see it here in another camera, into the Mooer. From the output, from the mono output, the signal goes into the AMT Pangaea. The through signal goes to the Mooer power bomb, which is hooked up to the 1x12 by Harley Benton V30, which is mic'd by an RM700 and an SM57. RM700, as you don't know it, if you don't know it, is this little lollipop mic by T-Bone, which is really a ribbon, and it's really cool. And yeah, from the AMT I sent another signal to the interface where I can show you how my sound would be at the console. Yeah, and that's it. That's the signal chain. So a bit more detail about the Black Truck. The Black Truck, you can use it as a Stompbox, or you can use it in preset mode. In preset mode you have the option to save 5 presets. Yeah, so the on-off status is saved, not the setting. So you only can say, okay, I wanna have the mod and the delay and the compression on. You cannot say I want the phaser and in another preset I want the flanger, because that does not work. That does not work. The same with the with the space block, you can only say delay or reverb or both together. By the way, the delay runs into the reverb, and it's not parallel, it's in serial. So there you have to make your decisions: delay, reverb or both, as well as on the mod block, phaser, tremolo or flanger. I would prefer having a chorus in this mod block instead of the flanger or instead of the tremolo. I've never been a friend of tremolo effects. It's just not my cup of tea. So I would prefer a chorus in there. And what I have to say is, you have to make your decision on the knobs for the mod block, because the tempo is tab-able, but not the depth and the range and the color. So when you set it up to a good flanger sound, it might not sound good as a tremolo, or the phaser will not sound as good as you want to have the phaser sound. So this is up to you how you set this up. Yeah, and what's not programmable, and that's the major downside on this pedal for me, is the loop. The loop is on or off, and you have to switch it on off every time you want to turn it on or off. You cannot save the on-off stages of the loop, sadly. The loop can be switched on-off via these two buttons, via button number 4 and 5. If you hit them together, you turn on and off the loop. There is the tuner. Let's see it. And you can see it. This should be a D, or is a D. No, it's not a D. It's a D sharp. Or what it's called? Dis. In German we say Dis. But it looks more like an O, not like a D. But as you know, there is no O on your guitar, so it's a D. This is the original clean. Turning on the compression. The compression knob is set to 10 o'clock, so you can squeeze it harder if you want to. It's just some light compression on it. And you have an EQ knob to shape your sound, because that's the only option you have on the clean setting to shape your sound. There's no other option. Okay, you could use the EQ for setting up clean signal, but then you lose the option to use the EQ, let's say, for the solo boost function, as I do it. So this is this is the guitar sound via the baby bomb or via the AMT, running through the compression. Let's move on to the OD. The OD does not that much overdrive as I hooked it up, set it up, because I use it as a push, a light push for the high gain setting. So that the solos have more flow, the notes have more flow, a bit more compression, a bit more gain, and yeah, you know what I mean. High gain, this is what you heard in the beginning, and here you have a tweak button. A tweak button which tightens up your bass, a tone knob which shapes your mid and high end, a level to adjust the level to the clean signal, for example, and you have gain control, and you have a mid cut and a gate. The gate is reacting very quick, and to me too quick, so I turned the gate off. And the mid cut is not for my taste. It works, but it's not for my taste. Maybe you prefer a different sound, so the mid cut would work for you, maybe. Yes, this is how I set it up. Shower guitar. Then we have an EQ. Nothing special, a little bit of boost, a little bit of mid boost. So you have a level knob here. This is the level, the right one, and you have the option of pushing it up to 18 dB more, as well as all the 5 frequencies. You can push or reduce them with 18 dBs. Let's hear a mod block, and that's set to the flanger. As you know, a flanger and the chorus are very similar effects, so I tried to get a chorusy flanging sound out of this. And last but not, oh no, okay, let's hear how the phaser would sound with the same settings. And the tremolo, very slow. Okay, I use flanger settings. And now let's hear the space. This is just the delay. It works. This is the reverb. And this is the reverb plus the delay. let's change over, and now I show you my 5 presets. So now let's start in preset mode. Here is my preset number 1, which is a clean channel sound, and it's made with the compression and the delay plus reverb on. Yep. Clean sound. Delay, compression. Clean sound number 2 is the flanger including. Just to give it some kind of chorusy effect to it. And yeah, for me it works. Once again. Number 3, the gain channel. Just straight ahead gain. Now I show you the gain channel with the mid scoop on. I'm not a big fan of it, but here is how it sounds. Yeah, and now let's engage the noise gate on the high gain amp channel. It's quiet, that's right, but it's quite very fast. And that's what I don't like about this. It's cool for this kind of stuff of riffing maybe, but it cuts off if you turn down the volume a bit of your guitar, and it cuts too fast. So a threshold button would be the best solution, where you can adjust the gate by yourself and not just on off. And let's get back to the normal mid settings. Noise gate on, like before. So you hear it. It's getting, with the mid cut, it's even more, it sounds even a bit more aggressive without the mid cut, but it's still aggressive. So I turn it off, and here is my preset number 4, which is a lead sound, combining overdrive, high gain, the EQ for a bit shaping and a bit more level, and delay plus reverb. Yeah. And preset number 5, you've seen it, just the EQ went off on preset number 5. So I have a lead sound with normal level as my preset, as my rhythm preset sound is. So I have an option to play some lead licks within the song without pushing everybody away. For example. All this stuff. So yeah, it's a bit noisy because no noise gate. With noise gate it would be quiet. So this is the preset mode, so you can program all the 5 effects and save it as you like it. It's quite simple. Go to the, I would say, Stompbox mode. Press the Stompboxes, turn on and off what you like and what you don't like. Hit the button for 3 seconds where you want to save the preset, and the preset is stored. Change again to the preset mode and recall what you've already stored a few seconds ago. So this is how it works and how it sounds. And I have to say, when you think about the price, I mean 269 euros here in Germany, you get a lot of good effects and a good sounding unit. Should I show you? Let's do it. I show you the original speaker simulation from the headphone output. Wait, I have to change the wiring a bit. So, come on, zack, and let me see if the original headphone output running with the speaker simulation, the original speaker simulation, running into the audio interface directly. So this is, wait, just let it hear the lead sound. And the clean sound. Yeah, that's how it sounds. But what you didn't see was surprised. The moment I tried the first time the headphone output that you can hear the original speaker simulation, yeah, when you put a plug in the headphone output, the normal outputs went off, and what the hell? Wait a minute. And they say it can be used in parallel or the same time with the main outputs. But I don't get a signal on my baby bomb. Yeah, that's the Black Truck so far. I hope you like it, and yeah, thanks for watching again. If you like it, subscribe to my channel, would be nice, and we'll see you next time. Bye!